Hi viewers, today I'm just out on the CF Moto and I'm going through the forest roads today. See how it performs along these narrow forest roads. Not a lot of sunshine in here. It should be interesting. Feels very light around the corners, you can throw it around very easily. Its size is big, it looks big, but when you actually ride it, it actually feels quite like a small bike. It's quite a lovely bike to get around these smaller corners. It's very nice. So the bike's had its first service. Oil looked very clear, no problems at all. The factory oil filter that was put on the bike was very tight, so I had to take a bit of time to remove that, but once it was off, put on the new oil filter and new oil, and yeah, it's running very smoothly. Gearbox is still very smooth. Downhill on the FC Moto, the engine braking works very well. Very happy with that. Around these roads here, you can just leave it in. I'm in third gear at the moment, and you're just throttling on and off, and the engine braking's working very nicely. Up into fourth gear here, back down to third. Third gear around here. Sorry, that was second gear then. Up into third. Pulling out of here in third gear very nicely. Up along here. Yeah, plenty of pull. That was in fifth gear along there then. Very nice. The slipper clutch certainly makes a difference when you're up and down changing along this road. You're using the clutch, but it doesn't feel like you're using it. Just watch the sand on this corner. Very exciting if you go too quick around that corner, that's for sure. I think the three things on this bike that make the FC Moto fantastic, and these is just my opinion of course, especially on riding around these roads. Number one is the low down torque. So when you're coming out of the corner, you can easily accelerate out and it feels very smooth and very nice. The power wise feels smooth. The second thing is the 21-inch wheel. It just glides over these bumps and potholes, and it makes the cornering so much smoother. It's a heck of a difference with the 21-inch front. And the third thing, which may sound stupid, but it's absolutely one of the best things that I like on the FC Moto, is the seat. It is so comfortable. I can't begin to tell you what it's like. It's like having a shock absorber underneath you, as well as your main shocks, of course. It's really, really good. So it's a very comfortable bike, no doubt about it. The second gear corner, that one, up into third now. Keep it in third around here. Go across the state border, up into fourth, up into fifth. As you can see by the telemetry data in the actual video, the bike really powers through these roads. It's such a light bike, it handles beautifully around these corners. Brakes are fantastic, pulls up really well. Rear brake is really good. I'm surprised about that. A lot of bikes you get, the rear brake is quite hopeless. so you can just feather the rear brake without using the front brake. It's very nice. As you can see by the bike, going around these corners from right to left, flipping left right. It's excellent. Very quick response. So you can decelerate under braking here, just flip around the corner, accelerate around, flip around the next corner here, straight around, give it a bit of gas. Really good, really good. Corner. Very, very smooth. This opens up here into a valley, short little valley. This makes a good touring bike on these roads. I can tell you honestly, it's very good. I'm not necessarily saying it's good for touring on a big straight highway, but certainly on these roads, if you're going a long distance, it's fantastic. I don't feel fatigued whatsoever. As I said, the seat's comfortable, upright position, clutch is light. That's the best combination you can get. And because the roads are narrower, you're not at super high speed, so the gearing is good for these roads as well. So it gives you a good idea of what the bike's like. Just running along those forest roads in particular, fantastic. I think you couldn't ask for a better bike. I'm going to pull over up here. I might do a quick walk around the bike today. I did put a few little extra bits and pieces on the bike, and I can show you what I've put on there, and you can have a look at it, and then we'll finish up. So yeah, we'll just have a quick walk around of the bike next. Okay, see you again in a second. So just a quick walk around of the bike. I actually put on this little guard here for the rear brake fluid, so that I put that on as an option. And then at the front, which I thought was excellent, were these two, the radiator grille and also the bottom guard there. I bought those on AliExpress and I fitted those. They sit off, as you can see inside here, quite a spacing away from the exhaust and the radiator, and I think it's excellent. Stops all the mud and everything from getting inside onto the engine, and the grille itself is really good. It actually stops stones quite easily. So we can see the 21-inch wheel on the front, and I did fit the spotlights there. You can actually see them quite nicely. These are not spotlights, they're fog lights actually, and I fitted those. The accessory bar that goes on the bottom of this I got from, again, AliExpress, and then fitted those lights. The power comes from the accessory wiring, which is located just inside in there. And then the other thing I put on the bike is the CarPlay display. It's very nice with the navigation on there, and I've been using that to get myself around, so the navigation's been working very nicely top case I put on there, it's quite good. I think it's a 40 litre, it's more than enough. Well, that's it for today, viewers. This is the CF Moto, and I hope you got something out of the Forest Road ride today. I thought it was quite good, no cars, and you could really get an understanding of how the low end torque comes out of the corners and also how it pulls along the straights. I think it's a great bike. If you want to get a second bike to get around those type of roads, the CF Moto is absolutely brilliant. You could use this as a first bike. I've been using this as my commuting bike to get to work because it's got the slipper clutch. I can put lots of gear in the back here, and it gives me an upright position. I can look over the top of all the cars, so I think it's brilliant as well. So I can take it off-road, of course, and then through the middle of traffic without any issues at all. Anyway, we'll see you again next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.